Assalamualaikum, we are from class BA6H. We have chosen the Prima Corporation Berhad, which focuses on the Prima project.
Fazana bin Ismail, and this is the introduction of Prima. First, Prima was established under the Prima Act 2012. That is the objective to plan, develop, construct and maintain affordable lifestyle housing for middle income household in key urban centre. So it is focused for middle income, that is their household monthly income are between 2,500 to 10,000. Prima was established in rural urban migration trend, where the Prima as a solution to the rebellions, the government rural centric policy, and also to cater the ever-growing urbanization in Malaysia. Prima is one of the initiatives that is meant to help the citizen manage the cost of living in urban areas. The sources of issue is because in urban, the extreme housing price that influenced by the contractor and also the developer, and fluctuation price of material, and also high cost of land. So for the second issue is individual commitment, that for the individual they have family, and also their for example car loan, and also their education loan, and also high cost of living in urban areas. Okay, this is the chart for the Malaysian household expenditure that is the addressing of the rising of cost of living, national of cost of living in NTRA, that from 1993 to 2010 it is increasing rapidly. So because of this high cost of living in urban, the government implement the Prima for the middle income to get their own house. Okay, for the migration trend, that is from rural to urban, increased from 1957 to 2000. It's because the people tend to migrate to the urban because they want to find the job, because in the urban area it is high opportunities of job to get. Okay, for the program is One Malaysia People's Housing, or Perumahan Rakyat Satu Malaysia, that is by the Prima Corporation. It is established on 1 January 2013 under the Prima Act. The objective is to plan, develop, construct and maintain affordable lifestyle housing for the low and middle income household at the urban area. And the price of the house is only 100,000 to 400,000 for each unit. The eligibility for the person is whether they single, 21 years old and above, whether they are single or married. They must be Malaysian citizen. The household income must between 2,000 and 1,500 until 10,000, and also own no more than one property. This is the total units by state of Prima house that has been constructed. There's the house that 560 that has been completed, more than 400,000 that under construction, more than 100,000 that under planning, and also more than 150,000 that has been approved. As it is shown in the chart, that is it has mostly on every state in Malaysia. Okay, this is the example of project in Putrajaya, in Johor, in Ceras and Bandar Layang Kasar. Kepala Batas, Sungai Petani and also Ipoh. And then Sungai Petani, Ipoh and Padang Siding. Okay, for the stakeholder as a person, group or organization that has interest or concern in the organization. For the first is the low middle income earners. It involves low middle income earners that it is the target group in this program. They are eligible to register for this program. They need to follow the step that is registration, application, balloting, and also get the financing loan by bank after the application was approved. Okay, this is a bank. Bank involved in this program. They act as a financial help for property and sale and purchase. So no down payment will be required if the participants are able to secure the maximum loans. Okay, the example of participating institution are Bank, CIMB, RHB Bank, Bank Islam, and MBSB, that is Malaysia Building Society Berhad. Okay, for the shareholder are individual, group or organisation that owns one or more share in a company and involves name the share certificate in issue. It is involve the developer and also contractor. They are the private developer. Okay, for example, Sambil B, Putrajaya Holdings, Cyberview, Viceland Sdn Bhd, Dynamic Budimas, SM Planning Sdn Bhd, MRCP and also Darul Amal Realty Sdn Bhd.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Amadina binti Aminuddin and I'm going to present about the background of the company. Okay, Prima Corporation was established under the Prima Act 2012 to plan, develop, construct and maintain the high quality housing with lifestyle concept for the middle income households in key urban centers. Okay, the corporation is a separate entity and it will work together with private developers based on Prima's guideline and values for the money concept. Okay, this is the organizational structure of the Prima Corporation. Okay, the past CEO, which is Datuk Seri Jamaluddin Judges, passed away in 2005 and being replaced by the Yang Bahagia Tan Sri Datuk Sri Dr. Alias Nur bin Abdul, and the other members of the Prima Corporation is the Chief Executive Officer Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Abdul Talib alias. The other member is Yang Amat Berhormat Tan Sri Datuk Muhammad Irwan Seriga bin Abdullah, and Yang Amat Berhormat Tan Sri Haji Syukri bin Muhammad Saleh, Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Sri Dr. Rahmat binti Yusof, Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Sri Dr. Sharifah Zahra binti Syed Ahmad. The other member is Yang Amat Berhormat Tan Sri Datuk Sri Abdul Wahab bin Maskan, and Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Sri Muhammad Syazali bin Ramli, and also Yang Mulia Tengku Datuk Sri Zafrul bin Tunku Abdul Aziz. Okay, Prima Corporation have a few objectives that has been highlighted by the company itself. Okay, the first objective is Prima Corporation is to plan, develop and maintain the quality affordable residential development effectively and efficiently. It means that Prima Corporation needs to play a crucial roles in ensuring as well as maintaining the quality of the house is good, even though it is a budgeted house for the middle income citizen. Okay, the second one is Prima Corporation will cooperate with private developers to complete the housing project according to the Prima Corporation's guideline. Prima Corporation has set up the guidelines that need to be followed by the other private developers in order to maintain the quality of the house. Okay, the third objective that has been highlighted by the Prima Corporation is to implement transformation approaches, policy system and mechanism of the government residential development projects. Okay, the implementation of this kind of element are really crucial in order to maintain the efficiency of the program and to gain trust from the citizen who have the high hope for this organization to lessen their burden. And the last objective that can be set out is to enable restructuring of urban society effectively to create positive social dimension. Government wants to restructure back the urban society in Malaysia. So this Prima Corporation take the chances to help the government in restructure the urban society in order to create a positive social element. Okay, there are a few roles or responsibility of the Prima Corporation that can be highlighted. Okay, the first role is to undertake the demand analysis to identify the present needs in order to monitor and manage the quality, supply and demand for the Prima homes. Okay, the second responsibility is Prima Corporation must supervising, planning and executing the design, constructions, maintenance and the operation of the Prima homes as well as the communities. And the last role is they need to protect the brand of Prima homes by setting the standards for developments and enforcing the implementation of such standards and developments. Okay, the visions and this is the vision and mission of the Prima Corporation. Okay, the vision is an outstanding organization with people committed to the fulfilling aspiration for homes and communities all are proud of. And the mission of the Prima Corporation is empowered to plan, develop, construct and maintain township in major cities throughout the country. Prima aims to deliver more than just brick and mortar. Prima homes will be the foundation for the strong, integrated and harmonious communities that will grow into the township that meet social, environmental and economic sustainability objectives.
Thank you so much, I will explain about the problem analysis of the Prima project. Okay, firstly, to analyze the problem in the Prima project, we have to analyze through the strength, weaknesses, opportunities and threats of the Prima Corporation and the Prima project itself. So from the strength and weaknesses, which focuses on the internal, and the opportunities and threats that focuses on the external. Okay, I will explain for the first element, which is strength. The first strength of the Prima, which is the price of the Prima houses, which are way lower as compared to the market prices of the houses. Okay, so the prices offered by the Prima houses were ranged from RM100,000 to RM400,000, where this is way cheaper as compared to other houses that are being developed by other properties. This is because the Prima Corporation gives the opportunities to the urban peoples to own and rent a house. As in Klang Valley, for example, to rent a house will cost you around RM2,000 per month, and this is not included with the others cost of living, such as the increasing amount of foods, raw materials and others. Okay, next, which is the flexibility in the eligibility of the application, where my friend have explained earlier. There are four requirements for the applicants to apply the Prima project, where all of these requirements are so flexible, which we can see that for the applicants must be Malaysian, must be 21 years old and above, whom are single or married. The applicants cannot own more than one property and others. So from these requirements, it focuses on a wider wider group. So which I can see that the Prima project does not focus on a specific race or group of peoples. Okay, next, which is the witnesses. The first witnesses of the Prima project, which is the project timeline and the completion of the house. The project timeline in the Prima project seems to be slower as they have targeted. As the Prima project were only able to produce 160,000 annually, where they have aimed to produce 500,000 by the year of 2020. So this can be related with the ongoing projects such as the Prima projects in Ampang, Pandai Indah, Kajang, and others. Okay, from these witnesses, it has directly affected the stakeholders, as the Prima Corporation is a government project where it involves a wider group of stakeholders, especially the investors such as the Samdadi and Raja Holdings. Moreover, this witness has also affected the rate of urban poverty, where the slower the completion of the houses will increase the rate of urban poverty, because the urban peoples cannot own or rent a Prima house. Okay, so I will move on to the second witness, which is the bad communication between the Prima Corporation and its stakeholders. Okay, this witness focuses on the Prima Corporation, where they did not disseminate or communicate the information regarding the Prima project to its stakeholders. So without proper communication, the stakeholders cannot know what is the problem, what is the process, what is the progress of the Prima project itself. Okay, next, which is the opportunities. The opportunities can be explained as the opportunities of the Prima project that they can exploit to its advantage. Okay, the first, which is the urban public transports are expanding. As we can see in Klang Valley, where the urban public transports are being improved, such as the LRT, the public buses, and also the current project, which is the MRT. Okay, with this urban public transport being improvised, the Prima Corporation can select and aim to a more strategic location, where this strategic location can make a huge impact to the Prima project. For example, the Prima project, which is located in Kajang, where one of the MRT stations is going to be located in Kajang, where this gives a big opportunity to the Prima Corporation and to the peoples, where the peoples can travel to other areas via the MRT. Okay, the second opportunity, which is by collaborating with international firms. Okay, as we know, the Prima project is one of the major projects that have been conducted by the government. Okay, from the perspective of the shareholders, such as the Samdabi, Raja Holdings, they can make a joint venture with international firms in terms of technology, town planning expertise, and others. With the awareness of the international firms, the Prima can be a huge success, where the international firms can give their knowledge and expertise towards the completion of the project. Okay, I will touch about the threats, where the threats can be related with the 5 external forces of threats, where I will explain only 3 because the 3 elements is related with the Prima project. Okay, the first element, which is the economic forces. The economic forces can they explain as the current economic condition that give a direct impact to the Prima project. Okay, as we can analyze the current economic conditions such as the deficit budget of the government and the urban poverty rate. Okay, for the urban poverty rate, where it can be a threat to the Prima project, as the increasing amount of urban poverty rate can pressurize the Prima Corporation in the completion of the project, because the Prima Corporation must complete their project in solving the urban poverty. Next, which is the social, cultural, demographic and environmental forces that focuses on the younger generation and also the widening of gaps between urban poverty and non-poverty group. Okay, for the younger generation, which means that the higher the amount of younger generations, the higher the threats that it can give to the Prima project. This is because the younger generations may not afford to own houses. So the government must come up and must cater with this problem, which is the Prima project itself. And lastly, which is the political, government and legal forces. Okay, this can be related with the political parties in Malaysia. Okay, for a government project, it's normal for an opposition to criticize about the government project. Okay, as an example, in Penang, where the political party in Penang criticized the government project, criticized the Prima project, where they stated that the Prima project does not have the good materials and does not have a good quality that match with the amount of the project itself. Next, which is the related government ministries and agencies. The first related ministry, which is the Ministry of Urban Wellbeing, Housing and Local Government. Okay, the primary function of this ministry, which is to implement programs and activities to improve the quality of life of the urban citizens. This can be related to the Prima project, as the Prima project is focused on the urban areas itself. Next, which is the Ministry of Finance, where the Ministry of Finance can be related with the budget presentation and also the revenues allocated to the Prima project. As example, as we can see, in budget 2014, where 500 million was allocated directly to the Prima project. And lastly, which is local government. The local government is involved in the Prima project, as the Prima project are focused on different states in Malaysia, where these local government will give information on the land that the Prima project wanted to acquire. Next. Okay, I will relate with the government policy, which is one of the government policy, which is the NKRA, or known as National Key Result Area under cost of living. Okay, under this NKRA, where the government have addressed the solutions to the increasing cost of living of the urban areas, where under this NKRA, as we can see that as they aim at managing the impact of rising costs of goods and services, and also to be reactive in nature. Next. Okay, the government also will continue to further develop and introduce assistance programs. As you can see that annually government will come up with the Prima projects and revenues allocated to the project itself. Next. Okay, this is the Prima in Growth Government Transformation Program. Sorry. Okay, GTP is related to NKRA, where NKRA is under the GTP. Okay, for the GTP, there are two phases that can be applied in the Prima, where the first phase was launched in key urban areas such as Klang Valley, Johor Bahru, Seremban and others, where the second phase that focused on the suburban areas such as the Ampang Jaya and others. Next. Okay, this is the achievement of the Prima project, where we can see that 560 units have been successfully completed as at August 2015. Next. Okay, these are the challenges. Where the first challenges is the Prima Corporation must make sure that the Prima project must come up with the right products. This can be explained as the Prima project must meet the demands of the people, where the people demanded for a government project houses. So this can be expanded into the facilities of the house, the materials used in the building of the house, and also to avoid any mismanagement or issues. Second, which is getting approvals from various authorities. The challenge of getting approvals from various authorities, this has been felt by the Prima Corporation, where in the Prima project earlier days, the Prima Corporation faced difficulties in getting the approvals, where the approvals from the various authorities affected the line of the project, where usually in a state the state land and government land were divided into various projects, and all these lands cannot be used for the Prima project itself. So the Prima Corporation must get the approvals from authorities regarding which land that they can use.
I will present on the recommendation and conclusion. Okay, the recommendation is based on the witness presented by the magistrate. Okay, firstly, our recommendation is on the Prima project must be discussed about the more realistic plan. It's more to about the brainstorming idea. So why this recommendation that we put in our assignment, because we had not to pressure the management to do the project and to catch up on the right track to follow the timeline of the period to handle the project. So this will be more comfortable for the project manager to help to achieve the high quality of Prima house. And then there are many functions by separating and delegate the function of the Prima project, as the risk analysis is an important element in the project management. Then for the second recommendation is enhancing communication between Prima and the stakeholders, because this will be more. We continue with the second element in the recommendation, which is enhancing communication between Prima and stakeholders. So we suggest to make a roadshow and expo to the ownership, to make the ownership more understand about the Prima program and aware about the changes in the Prima scheme. So, for example, the Prima Corporation can inform the public through the Twitter, where the information will be disseminated very fast to other people within a short period of time. Moreover, the information communicated by the Prima Corporation must be short and precise. This is to avoid any misunderstanding about the Prima scheme towards the public. Then we continue with the conclusion. The housing policies and programs must be economically viable, socially acceptable, and technically feasible, and the government should urgently make effective and pragmatic changes to meet the housing needs of all by engaging housing experts and stakeholders in the resolution of the outstanding problems. Then, to be more resilient and adaptable, the interests of house buyers must be given serious consideration through frequent public consultation. There should be full enforcement of law to ensure congruence between the practices and developers and the needs and well-being of the present and future generation of Malaysia. That's all from us. Thank you.